Shri Vasudeva Vimalamrutadham Vasam Narayanam Narakataranam Shyamam Sitam Dvibhujameva Chaturbhujam Cha Tvam Bhakti Dharmatanayam Sharanam Prapadye Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Nija Shritanam Sakalarti Hanta Saddharma Bhakte Ravanam Vidhata Data Sukhanam Manasepsitanam Tanotu Krishno Khila Mangalam Naha. Sahajananda Swami Maharaj Ki Jai, Hari Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai, Swaminarayan Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Swaminarayan to all the devotees, Gurukul students, alumni, Gurukul family members present in today's satsang. Today we are having spiritual topic that how to control our desires. We all have so many desires, different desires, right? Somebody has desires for the mobile, having new mobile, right? Everybody has different desires. Somebody has desires for money, somebody has desire for girls, somebody has desires for mobile, somebody has desire for promotion, somebody has desire for success, somebody has desire for God also. Yes, sometimes we desire for God also. So we have different desire, but today's our topic is how to control our wrong desires. How to control our wrong desires. So actually today we are going to discuss today's satsang based on Vachnamrutam, Gadara first chapter 18th. We are going to discuss today's satsang based on this Vachnamrutam. In this Vachnamrutam, Bhagavan Swaminarayan discussed about this point. So I'm not reading the script of that Vachnamrutam, but to the point, we will discuss from that Vachnamrutam. Dear devotees, remember these 8 factors. These 8 factors influence our desires. These are the 8 factors and 8 triggers also. These are the 8 factors and 8 triggers also. That sometimes desh means place. If you are in certain place, you will get certain thoughts, certain desires, right? If you are in kal means time, morning, afternoon, evening, night. Based on the time also, our desires will have impact. Desire will be changed. Kriya means action. If we are doing good action, we will get good thoughts. If we are doing bad action, we will get bad thoughts. Sang means company. What kind of people we are surrounding with, that also will trigger different kind of desires. Then mantra, what kind of mantra we are chanting, that mantra also will have different kind of desires. Dhyan, whose meditation we are doing, which God's meditation we are doing, that also will impact our desires. Diksha, like whose Diksha you have taken and whom you have taken Diksha from, both will impact our desires. And last one is Shastra. What kind of scriptures you are studying, what kind of books, scriptures, contents you are consuming, that will also define your desires. So these are the 8 factors which impact our desires. So basically, we cannot control our desires. We can't remain desireless. Either good or bad, desires will be there. Sankalpa will be there. Thoughts will be coming. What is in our control is that how can we avoid wrong thoughts, bad desires, and how can we have good desires, and especially spiritual desires. How can we have it? So that is our today's satsang topic. So remember these 8 factors. Out of these 8, 3 are major. 3 are major factors, which they are. First one is place. Which place you are staying, you are spending your time, that is very much important. Now let me tell you one story from Ramayana. So in Ramayana, as you know, when Lord Ram killed Ravan, after Lord Ram killed Ravan, Ravan was dead now, and Lord Ram won this battle. All the demons were destroyed, and all were celebrating the victory. So Hanumanji, Sugriv, Jamvant, and all the Vanaras, they came to Lord Sri Ram. Even Lakshmanji also came to Lord Sri Ram. And afterwards, they all did pranam to Lord Sri Ram and said that, "Oh Lord, because of your might, because of your powers, we won this battle. Now, what's next?" So Bhagwan Ram said that, okay, now we will bring Sitaji back, and now we will give this kingdom to Vibhishan. As Bhagwan Ram has promised Vibhishan in advance, that after killing Ravan, Vibhishan will be the king of Lanka. Otherwise, Bhagwan Ram also could have become king of that Lanka, but Bhagwan Ram didn't accept that kingdom. Bhagwan Ram said that Vibhishan will become king of this Lanka. So now Lord Ram sent Hanumanji, Lakshmanji, and Vibhishan to go and bring Sitaji here. Lord Ram said to Lakshmanji that, "Lakshman, you are going inside the Lanka of Ravan. So don't sit on the seat of Ravan. Go." But Lakshmanji took this very easily. And Lakshmanji, Hanumanji, Vibhishan, they went to take Sitaji as Vibhishan was preparing Sitaji to come towards Lord Sri Ram. Meanwhile, Vibhishan came and Vibhishan said that, "Lakshman, see, this is the big throne. Here Ravan was sitting, and till now this is golden Lanka. So nowhere you would see such kind of highest and royal throne. So it's my humble request, please come and sit on this throne." So Lakshmanji said, "No, already Lord Ram said not to sit on this throne." Arey, nothing will happen. You just sit. And just for experience, you make this throne prasadi of you. कभी कभी स्वामी जी के पास डिवोटीज आते हैं ना, कार प्रसादी का करने के लिए, कुछ अच्छी चीजें प्रसादी की करने के लिए. सो विभीषण ने भी कहा कि लक्ष्मण, तुमको सिर्फ ये रावण की गादी प्रसादी की करनी है, बैठो इसके ऊपर. So Lakshmanji thought, okay, what will happen by sitting on this throne? Anyhow, I don't have any kind of greed or desire for this throne, right? Let me just sit. And Lakshmanji stepped up, and Lakshmanji sat on the throne of Ravan. The moment Lakshmanji sat on the throne of Ravan, Lakshmanji's mind completely changed. Lakshmanji shouted, "Where is Ram? Kill Ram. I don't want to give Sitaji. Sita is mine." Likewise, all of a sudden, the mind of Lakshmanji changed. Lakshmanji, who was Lakshmanji? Younger brother of Bhagwan Ram. For 14 years, he served Bhagwan Ram and Sitaji. For 14 years in the service of Bhagwan Ram, he didn't sleep. For 14 years, he didn't sleep at all. That Lakshmanji, when Lakshmanji sat on the throne of Ravan, his mind got changed. He became evil-minded. And immediately he started to shout. Meanwhile, Hanumanji was there. Hanumanji understood everything. Hanumanji took hand of Lakshman and took out from the throne. The moment Lakshmanji came down, Lakshmanji got back to his normal state. He said, "Oh my God, what happened? Why I was shouting? What happened?" Hanumanji said, "Lakshmanji, Lord Ram said not to sit on this throne, even though you have said, that's why your mind changed." So this is called the influence of place. There are certain places, if you go there, those places will have dominance on you. It will affect your desires, your thoughts. In Vachnamrutam, Bhagavan Swaminarayan said, Bhagavan Swaminarayan gave two cases. Number one, just imagine, right now you all are sitting in satsang, right? You are listening the talks of God. But just imagine, what if in this satsang we start movies, right? We start some Bollywood songs. We start some masala songs. Will your mind be same, or will your thoughts will be same like now, or will it change? It will change definitely, isn't it? Because that is the impact of whatever our company or whatever we see. So same here happened that Lakshmanji sat on the place of Ravan. So his mind got changed. Now you may think that Vibhishan also sat on the throne of Ravan, then nothing happened. Then why it didn't affect Vibhishan and it affected Lakshmanji? Why? I want to ask this question to all of you. You can put your question in the chat box. You can answer in the chat box. Yes? Why? Why Lakshmanji got affected and Vibhishan didn't get affected? Why? So you write in this chat box, what is your answer? Let me know how far you study this Ramayana and Mahabharata. Yes? He was the brother of Ravan and known all the magics. Okay, Ansh, well try. Pradeep, okay, place. Understand the question. This place of Ravan didn't affect Vibhishan and it affected Lakshmanji. Because Vibhishan was brother of Ravan, okay, Vibhishan was with bad place before, so it has not affected. It was the effect of Ravan's throne. Vibhishan continuously chanting Ram now. Okay, well try. Vibhishan was accustomed to that place. Okay, well try. Fine, let me answer this question. So, dear devotees, answer is very simple. For Vibhishan, Lord Ram didn't say not to sit on the throne because already Lord Ram has given throne of Ravan to Vibhishan. So Vibhishan was having the command and permission of Lord Ram. And here Lakshmanji was not having permission of Lord Ram. And without permission, when he sat on the throne, he became evil-minded. Similarly, when we break the commands of God, our desire will go out of control. Afterwards, we can't control our desires. It will go out of control. So we have to understand this, that first factor which affects our desires, our thoughts, our mood, which is that place. So you should not go to such places like party or club, especially disco dance and such kind of vulgar things going on. If you go to those kind of places, automatically your thoughts and desire will change. Many times students say, here many Gurukul students are present in vacation. So many times students say that, Swamiji, we enjoy performing morning puja in Gurukul. But when we come to home, we don't enjoy that much performing puja of God. Why it is so? Because in Gurukul, there is atmosphere. There is a role of place. Gurukul is such divine and pious place where you will get encouragement for the devotion. But when you go to home, your home atmosphere will be totally different. When you are performing morning puja, your other people will be sleeping, somebody will be taking bath, somewhere somebody is washing clothes, some people are, so this atmosphere will not support for the spirituality. And that's why we feel, everybody is sleeping and enjoying. Why am I waking up early and performing puja? Let me also sleep, isn't it? No, my dear students, many Gurukul students are here. If you are performing puja in morning, it is very, very helpful to you. It will sharpen your intelligence and you will get blessings of God. Those who are sleeping, they will not get blessing. One who does morning puja Afterwards, God will take responsibility of his day. Throughout the day, whatever will happen, God will be always there to help you, to protect you. So it is very, very important to perform morning puja every day, right? So beyond places. So now what is the solution? Like sometimes we have to go such kind of places, then it will definitely affect us. There is no any solution where places cannot affect us. There is a solution. And to understand that solution, let me tell you one more charitra. That is very nice charitra of Surakhachar. Surakhachar's amazing brahmacharya. Surakhachar's amazing brahmacharya. You might have heard this story of Surakhachar. Once upon a time, Surakhachar went to Bhadli. Beside, there was one village, Bhadli. Surakhachar went for some, function was there. But the village chief of that village, Bhadli village, he was very much jealous to Bhagwan Swaminarayan and very much jealous and, very bad thinking about devotees of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. So he was knowing that Surakhachar is following brahmacharya. Surakhachar was householder devotee, but in between one incident happened, and after that incident, Surakhachar followed brahmacharya for lifetime. What was that incident? Just in short, I will say, Bhagwan Swaminarayan wrote one letter to 18 devotees and said that, and mentioned in that letter that the moment you receive this letter, you suspend all activities and immediately become Swamiji and come to me. Likewise, Bhagwan Swaminarayan wrote one letter. In that letter, there was one name, Surakhachar also. The moment Surakhachar received this letter, Surakhachar also, without informing his wife, his children, his relatives, he suspended everything, and immediately from his farm, he immediately went to Gadpur. He became Swamiji also. He changed his dress also. He removed his all white dress and had those saffron Swamiji's dress and came to Gadpur. As these 18 devotees reached to Gadpur, Bhagwan Swaminarayan became very happy. Bhagwan Swaminarayan embraced them, blessed them, and Bhagwan Swaminarayan said that I am proud of all of you. But I was just testing your faith, whether you are giving up your sansar on my words or not. I was checking your faith and devotion. And you all have passed this test. I'm very much happy. I'm very much proud of you. But now, all of you go back to your sansar, go back to your householder life. Surakhachar, Somlakhachar, and Alayakhachar and other devotees, they fell at Bhagwan Swaminarayan and said that, Maharaj, now please don't send back to this world, to this sansar, householder life. Already you have given us such a saintly life. We don't want to go back. Please don't give that command to us. Bhagwan Swaminarayan said, no, you go. Through all of you, I have to fulfill many other missions. So please go back to your householder life. So that's why Surakhachar, by the command of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, went back to his householder life. But once he became Swamiji, no? Surakhachar, once he became Swamiji, so he came to house and he said to his wife, Shantaba, he said that, see, this happened, and because of this, I went and I became Swamiji also. And by the command of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, I came here. But now onwards, you and me, no more like a husband and wife. Now onwards, you and me are like brother and sister. Till now, you might have not heard such kind of charitras, such kind of, amazing brahmacharya, that in householder life, they are living relation like brother and sister. So now slowly, slowly, other people also came to know that Surakhachar is following brahmacharya. So this Bhadli Bhankhachar, he thought that as Surakhachar is coming to my village, I will spoil his character. I am going to spoil his character. I am going to expose his brutal fact of brahmacharya. Likewise, he was thinking. So he made a plan. As Surakhachar came to his village, whatever function it was, it completed. In night, for the night stay, this Bhankhachar, he sent Surakhachar at the outskirts of the village. There was one small house. There he sent Surakhachar for the rest. Surakhachar was not having any kind of awareness about this plot, such a malicious plot against Surakhachar. He was not having any idea. Surakhachar went to that house. That was lonely place, and it was in the outskirts of the village. Surakhachar thought that why he has given me this place. Anyway, Surakhachar didn't think much, and Surakhachar taking name of Bhagavan Swaminarayan, 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 Swaminarayan. Surakhachar entered inside this house, and he slept. He performed night Mansi Puja, and afterwards he slept. The moment he slept, after around 1 hour in midnight, around 1:30 or 2 a.m., somebody knocked the door. And though as somebody knocked the door, Surakhachar just opened his eyes and saw that who is there. So one lady was standing outside, and she was, out of his helpless voice, she was telling that, can you please open the door? Can you please help me out? I'm orphan. Nobody is here. This is dark night. Can you please allow me inside? Likewise, out of request, she was knocking the door. Surakhachar stood up. Anyways, Surakhachar was devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. He was always ready to help anybody. So Surakhachar immediately opened the house and he said that, yes, what happened? She said that I am traveling, I am alone, and this is dark night. There is no place to stay in this village. Can you please help me? Can you please allow me to stay inside the house? So Surakhachar said, okay, you can be inside. Come please. So with full respect, Surakhachar took that lady inside the house. Then Surakhachar said, okay, you can sleep inside the house. I will sleep outside. So Surakhachar took one bed outside, and outside of the house, Surakhachar was sleeping. Meanwhile, she called Surakhachar inside, that please come for a while inside. The moment Surakhachar came inside the house, actually this lady was not any woman. She was a prostitute. And she was planted by Bhadli Bhankhachar. Bhankhachar has told her, given money to her, and said that you have to spoil the character of Surakhachar. So afterwards, she started to flirt with Surakhachar, and she, started to misbehave with Surakhachar. The moment Surakhachar came to know that here something is wrong, immediately Surakhachar took out his sword and said that, stop now. If you will do anything right now, I will kill you. And tell me who sent you here. And don't do this nonsense. And then the moment Surakhachar took out sword, this woman, this prostitute, she got feared, and she said that, I'm sorry. Actually, I don't want to do this, but Bhankhachar has sent me. Out of fear, this prostitute opened up the secret, and he said that Bhankhachar wanted to spoil your character, so he has sent me here. Please forgive me. Surakhachar said, get lost now. And that woman also got lost from there. And Surakhachar, without staying for the night over there, in night itself, Surakhachar left that village and came back to his village, Loya. So this is how you see the circumstances. That lonely place, night time, and lonely with a woman, prostitute. If there would be any, what we can say, like hidden desires within Surakhachar, then Surakhachar cannot have such kind of discipline and such kind of bravery. But Surakhachar was the real devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. So he could remain controlled even such challenging circumstances. So why even this place was wrong, even these circumstances were wrong, even though why Surakhachar could remain in discipline, could follow his all dharma, could follow his brahmacharya. Why? Because Surakhachar has decided in advance that for lifetime I am going to follow brahmacharya. And for lifetime, I am a devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. I will not break this. In advance, Surakhachar has strongly decided. That's why in this situation, Surakhachar remained to follow brahmacharya. Otherwise, if Surakhachar wouldn't have decided strongly, then Surakhachar would have lost his brahmacharya. So my dear students, even place was different and wrong, but the strong commitment, strong decision took in advance, that helps Surakhachar to follow brahmacharya. So sometimes places will be wrong, but you should decide right now that if I will go to such kind of places also, I will not compromise with Panchvartman. I will never drink alcohol. I will never eat meat. I will never do any kind of stealing. I will never do adultery. Now, adultery means what? For householder devotees, it is clear that apart from the wife, other all women in the world is equal to sister and mother. But what about the youngsters? What about the bachelors who didn't get married? For them, they should not see any other girls in a different way otherwise. If they are doing such kind of nonsense with the girls, I shouldn't use such kind of words like flirting and all. If they are doing such kind of things, then for them, there is a breakup of this Vartman, not to commit adultery. So for youngsters who didn't get married, for them, flirting and such kind of nonsense with the girls is considered as adultery. So one should not do like that. So, first thing which affects our mind, our desires, our thought, that is place. Now, second thing which affects our mind, thoughts and desires, that is company. What kind of people we are being with, that will also affect our desires. Now, let me tell you very common examples, right? In Mahabharata, Duryodhan was not bad actually. What was bad? Duryodhan's company was bad. Duryodhan was staying with Shakuni, that was bad. Shakuni was bad, and that's why Duryodhan also became bad. In Ramayana, Kaikai was not bad. Actually, Kaikai Mata was loving Lord Ram more than Kaushalya Mata and Sumitra Mata. Then why Kaikai gave 14 years of Vanvas to Lord Ram? Because of the bad company of Manthara. So second thing which changes our desires and thoughts, which is that company. What kind of company, what kind of friends you have in your life, that will decide your desires. Will you have good desires or bad desires? That will depend upon your friends. What kind of friends you have, that will decide whether you will get good desires, good thoughts or bad thoughts. Already we have taken special seminar on this, youth seminar on this, how to choose right friends. It is available on YouTube also. If you want to go through it, you can go through it. There, everything is mentioned, explained, that what kind of friends we should have and what kind of friends we should be away, right? Now, I would like to give one more example of Dinanath Bhatt. So Dinanath Bhatt was the great scholar at the time of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. He was Brahmin. Dinanath Bhatt by-hearted 18,000 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Puran. How many shlokas? 18,000. See, in our Gurukul, we are teaching how many shlokas of Sikshapatri and Bhagavad Gita to our students? Around 10 shlokas. Even though some students are unable to remember them, by heart those shlokas, and this Dinanath Bhatt, he has by-hearted 18,000 Sanskrit shlokas. Entire Bhagavad Puran was by heart to him. So when he came to know about Bhagavan Swaminarayan, he became devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan by the Satsang of Nirvikalpanand Swami. You should remember this name of Swamiji, Nirvikalpanand Swami. Till now, you have heard only positive charitras. Today, I would like to give some different flavor also, right? So this Nirvikalpanand Swami, he thought that I want to convince Dinanath Bhatt and I want to make him a devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. Previously, Dinanath Bhatt might be worshipping Lord Krishna or Lord Sri Ram, but Nirvikalpanand Swami, for the 18 days, continuously, he did Shastrarth. You know, Shastrarth? Debates on the words of scriptures. Dinanath Bhatt said that I don't believe in Bhagavan Swaminarayan. Where is written about Bhagavan Swaminarayan in the scripture? Then Nirvikalpanand Swami brought all those references from Srimad Bhagavad Puran, from Varaha Puran, from Kurma Puran, from Krishna Upanishad, from Padma Puran, Skanda Puran. Likewise, Nirvikalpanand Swami brought all the references of Bhagavan Swaminarayan which are there in all these scriptures and shown to Dinanath Bhatt and had debate on it. After 18 days of continuous debate, Dinanath Bhatt thought that I think you are not speaking this. There is someone inside you, he is speaking this. So I believe that Bhagavan Swaminarayan is the God. So now I want to become a devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. Afterward, Dinanath Bhatt became a devotee of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. And after around few years, Bhagavan Swaminarayan thought to write Sikshapatri, right? Bhagavan Swaminarayan wrote Sikshapatri. So before Bhagavan Swaminarayan wrote Sikshapatri, Bhagavan Swaminarayan called Dinanath Bhatt and said that you are the scholar, you know what is written in which scripture. So we want to write Sikshapatri. So you have to collect the references from the scriptures. Like small seva, an assignment Bhagavan Swaminarayan gave to Dinanath Bhatt. So Dinanath Bhatt brought all the references and afterwards Bhagavan Swaminarayan wrote Sikshapatri. But Bhagavan Swaminarayan didn't mention the name of Dinanath Bhatt in the Sikshapatri. Actually, there was a great contribution of Dinanath Bhatt in the collection of scriptures references. Even though Bhagavan Swaminarayan didn't mention the name of Dinanath Bhatt in Sikshapatri. How many of you are reading Sikshapatri? Raise your hands. How many of you read Sikshapatri daily? Okay, Ashish sir. Okay, Anurag, Ansh, Chaitanya. Okay, good. So in starting around 4th to 5th shloka, there is a name of devotee. On behalf of all the household devotees, Bhagavan Swaminarayan kept the name of which devotee? Mayaram Bhatt. Tomorrow when you read Sikshapatri, you have to go through this shloka, right? Mayaram Bhatt. So Mayaram Bhatt also was Brahmin. He also was scholar, but not like Dinanath Bhatt. So Dinanath Bhatt felt little bad that how Bhagavan Swaminarayan can do this injustice. I put my effort in this, and even though Bhagavan Swaminarayan didn't mention my name in the Sikshapatri, instead of me, Mayaram Bhatt, who is an ordinary Brahmin, he doesn't know what is written in all the scriptures. Bhagavan Swaminarayan should have mentioned my name in the Sikshapatri. So actually, this kind of thoughts were going on. Meanwhile, one incident happened. This Nirvikalpanand Swami was comparing himself with Nityanand Swami. Nityanand Swami was, matchless scholar of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. But Nityanand Swami was very humble. Nityanand Swami was not arrogant that, okay, I am only the scholar in this world. No. Because of the nishtha of Nityanand Swami, humbleness of Nityanand Swami, Bhagavan Swaminarayan used to give much priority and respect to Nityanand Swami. But Bhagavan Swaminarayan don't give respect to Nirvikalpanand Swami. So once upon a time, Bhagavan Swaminarayan was seated under the neem tree. Saints and devotees were seated before Bhagavan Swaminarayan. Meanwhile, lately, Nirvikalpanand Swami came from backside. But there was an issue. Issue was, Nirvikalpanand Swami was the scholar. So he has to sit in the front row. But he came late. So in the assembly, there was no any place in the front row to sit. All the saints were seated over there. So now Nirvikalpanand Swami was having that ego. That if, how can I am a great scholar, how can I sit backside of the assembly? I can't sit anywhere. I have to sit in the front row of the assembly. And front row, there was no space. and all were listening the talks of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. So backside Nirvikalpanand Swami, he is not sitting and just moving left to right here and there. Meanwhile, Bhagavan Swaminarayan asked a question to the assembly. Hello, dear saints and devotees. Have you ever seen the live form of ego? The personified form of ego? Bhagavan Swaminarayan asked this question to all the saints and devotees. So saints and devotees said, no, Maharaj, till now we never saw a form of ego, idol of ego. No, you never saw. Today, I want to show you the form of ego, idol of ego, murti of ego. Want to see? Yes, Maharaj, we want to see. Maharaj said, see, backside. Murti of ego is moving here and there. Idol of ego, arrogance is moving here and there. Just imagine what that Nirvikalpanand Swami would think. In front of entire assembly, Bhagavan Swaminarayan spoke like this. And this Nirvikalpanand Swami took these words very seriously. And he became angry. And like he didn't say anything, but he thought that he is not God. Swaminarayan is not God. How much I have done for Bhagavan Swaminarayan and he is not caring me. He is insulting me. And in front of everybody, he is insulting me. He is not God. I want to live. And he left. He broken his kanthi and he went away from there. And afterwards, he met to Dinanath Bhatt, whom Dinanath Bhatt was convinced by Nirvikalpanand Swami. Nirvikalpanand Swami came to Dinanath Bhatt and said that Dinanath Bhatt, let us go away from here. There is no God. There is no Bhagavan Swaminarayan as God. Let us go away. Dinanath Bhatt said, what happened? Don't you know how much work you have done for Bhagavan Swaminarayan? Bhagavan Swaminarayan kept whose name in Sikshapatri? Your name or Mayaram Bhatt's name? He said, yes, that is what I was thinking, that why Bhagavan Swaminarayan didn't keep my name in Sikshapatri. Because he is not God. He doesn't care our effort. Let us move away from here. And here Nirvikalpanand Swami and Dinanath Bhatt both were having problems from Bhagavan Swaminarayan. And both got together. And with this, they both broken their kanthi of Bhagavan Swaminarayan and they left Swaminarayan Sampradaya. Dinanath Bhatt actually was a good scholar, intelligent person, but by the bad company of Nirvikalpanand Swami, he lost his faith in Bhagavan Swaminarayan. What a shocking charitra, isn't it? Never think that all Swamijis will be good. No, there will be some Swamiji. They will be like Nirvikalpanand Swami. You might be thinking, yes, this is Swamiji. Swamiji is praising too much. Don't trust any Swamiji just by his praise. Praising is a trap. If somebody is praising you too much, you should be alert. Why he is praising too much? Huh? When you go to home, those who are household devotees, when you go to home and all of a sudden, your wife will start to praise you. That, oh, today it was this, that, and you are looking good and right, these all things. I don't want to say what they say. What do you feel? What she wants now. Isn't it? So similarly, be alert from Swamiji also. Right? And to never be in that thought that all Swamijis are same. No, all Swamijis are not same. There will be some Swamijis like Nirvikalpanand Swami. Don't just trust any Swamiji just by these clothes. Trust Swamiji by their real life and their real intention. Right? So, yes, so Dinanath Bhatt lost his faith in Bhagavan Swaminarayan because of Nirvikalpanand Swami's bad company. Afterwards, Nirvikalpanand Swami went forever. But Dinanath Bhatt, afterwards, Bhagavan Swaminarayan blessed him. And one more incident happened, like Dinanath Bhatt's daughter, she got Brahma Rakshas within her. Bhoot lagta hai na? So Brahma Rakshas enter inside the body of daughter of Dinanath Bhatt, and now Dinanath Bhatt was helpless. Dinanath Bhatt called so many Babajis and so many such bhuas and tantric. Nobody could remove this Brahma Rakshas. And day by day, this daughter is becoming too much, like a Diane. She is not binding his hairs and looking too much awkward and not taking bath also. Dinanath Bhatt is a Brahmin family. So how they can bear this? So that's why ultimately somebody said that Dinanath Bhatt, please go to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Only Bhagwan Swaminarayan can solve this. Then helplessly, Dinanath Bhatt has to come to Gatpur and came to Bhagwan Swaminarayan and said that Maharaj, please forgive me. I have this problem. Can you please help me? Still, he didn't accept Bhagwan Swaminarayan as God. Huh? Out of his helplessness, he came to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan said, I need not to help you. For this small work, my small devotee is enough. Bhagwan Swaminarayan called Mayaram Bhatt. Because Dinanath Bhatt was thinking that Mayaram Bhatt doesn't know anything. He doesn't have enough knowledge of scripture. He's not that great devotee. What is he? And his name is kept in Sikshapatri. Here, Bhagwan Swaminarayan wanted to prove that why I kept the name of Mayaram Bhatt in Sikshapatri. Mayaram Bhatt came, Maharaj, what's your order? Nothing, just you go to the house of Dinanath Bhatt and remove that Brahma Rakshas from her daughter, from his daughter. Mayaram Bhatt said, okay, Maharaj, as your wish. And Mayaram Bhatt came to the house of Dinanath Bhatt, and anyhow, Dinanath Bhatt was helpless. So there is no point to keep that ego that I don't want to call Mayaram Bhatt in my house. Right? But anyways, Mayaram Bhatt humbly, and Mayaram Bhatt didn't do anything. Came to the house, he chanted the name of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and he performed pujan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and took that prasadi water. And that prasadi water, auspicious water of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, he just sprinkled on daughter of Dinanath Bhatt. All of a sudden, that Brahma Rakshas who was inside the daughter of Dinanath Bhatt, that Brahma Rakshas left her body and Brahma Rakshas went away. By seeing this, now Dinanath Bhatt realized that no, it was really my mistake. If a devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan can remove Brahma Rakshas, then what to speak about the powers of Bhagwan Swaminarayan? So once again, Dinanath Bhatt realized this and then came to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. He fell at the feet of Bhagwan Swaminarayan like a stick and said that, oh Maharaj, please forgive me. Dinanath Bhatt is crying now and said that, Maharaj, please forgive me. I couldn't identify you. I had become selfish. Dear devotees, until and unless we are selfish, we cannot have firm faith in God. Whenever our selfishness will be at risk, we will give up God. So we should not be selfish. So with this prayer, Bhagwan Swaminarayan said, it's okay. Then Dinanath Bhatt has composed one Sanskrit stotra. That is one of the favorite stotra of our elder Swamiji and all the saints. Even it's my favorite stotra also. Bhava Sambhava Bhiti Bhedanam Sukha Sampat Karuna Niketanam. Many times you might have heard Swamiji's, before Swamiji begins the speech, Swamiji chant these lines. Karunamaya Charulochanam Sharanayata Janarti Mochanam Patitodharanaya Tatparam Sahajananda Gurum Bhaje Sada. Sometimes you might have heard these lines. These lines are composed. Actually, in future, sometimes we will take the meaning of this stotra. It is amazing stotra. Just imagine such a great scholar who is the master of Sanskrit language. When he composes, then there is nothing to say. So such stotra he composed about Bhagwan Swaminarayan, and then again he became a devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan forever. And afterwards he went to divine abode of Bhagwan Swaminarayan Akshardham. So, but point is, company If you got into the wrong hand of any Swamiji, like Nirvikalpanand Swami, then you will not reach Akshardham. You will lose your faith, and somewhere, you will lost your salvation. So this is second thing which affects our desires, our thoughts, which is that company. Now, last one is contents. What kind of contents you are consuming? Nowadays, you are watching videos also on YouTube. You are watching web series, movies. What kind of things, what kind of contents you are consuming, that will impact your desires. If you are watching something good from YouTube, you will get good desires, good thoughts. But if you are watching something dirty, bad things, then you will not get good thoughts. You will not get good desires. So contents will be like video, in the form of videos also, in the form of books also. What kind of books you are reading? What kind of magazines you are reading? Right? If you are reading like vulgar magazines, then do you think will you get good thoughts? No. If you watch such kind of, nonsense songs, vulgar songs, video songs, do you think will you get pure thoughts? Not at all. So to maintain our purity, to maintain the purity of our desires, we need to consume right contents. We should watch good things, we should listen good things, and we should read good things. If we do so, then our desires will be in control. So actually there is one more story, but time is up, so I'm not taking it. Sometimes, many devotees have this question. What is the question? Why do Swaminarayan saints not interact with women? Why? So just recently, like around 1 month back, when I visited one of our Gurukul branch in NTPC Lara. So there was this big question that why Swamijis are not talking with the women, ladies, why they are not interacting with the girls. If they interact with the girls, girls also will get benefits. Girls also can transform their lives. Why? Dear devotees, the reason is very simple, and that is this. These are the three triggers. What kind of contents you are consuming, this is trigger number 3, this is trigger number 2, and this is trigger number 1. If you are being in the wrong place, being with the wrong company, and consuming the wrong contents, then you cannot maintain the purity of your desires. That's why Bhagavan Swaminarayan gave command to the saints that you should not see women, you should not interact with them, you should not talk with them, you should not listen them. All the ways you have to disconnect with the woman. Why? So that desire doesn't get triggered ever. Otherwise, it's not that suppose those who are interacting with the woman, there are many other good Swamiji will be there. They will be interacting with the woman also. Will be talking with the woman also. It's okay. But it doesn't mean that those who are interacting, they will get desires for sure. Sometimes they don't get desires. But then why Bhagavan Swaminarayan completely disconnected? Because there is a possibility someday, we don't know. In some certain circumstances, there is a possibility if there is an interaction with the woman. And once saints will lose their character and purity afterwards, whom they will transform, whom they will guide when they are misguided, when they are already lost. That is why Bhagavan Swaminarayan said Swamiji's saints not to interact with the woman in all the ways. So it is not any kind of disrespect. It's a discipline. It doesn't mean that Swamiji don't respect ladies or women. Swamijis are disrespecting. It's not like that. There is a respect for them, but discipline as well. Respect as well as discipline. Both should be there. So the conclusion of today's satsang is discipline can control the desires. Remember this. If you want to control your desires, control your discipline, control your contents, right? If you control these three things, you can control your desires. You have to control first thing, which is that place. Never be in such kind of wrong places where other people are doing nonsense, right? We should go away from there. Second discipline is company. Always have right friends, good friends, right? And right and real Swamiji. And third one is content. So with these three disciplines, you can control desires. So we pray to Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan that we all follow these three disciplines and always have these three right things, and we control our wrong desires, and we develop desire for the God, desire for the salvation. With this prayer at the pious feet of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan and our elder Swamiji, we conclude our today's evening satsang.